Okay, I think now would be an excellent time for you all to sit down, please. Please.
Look at these people exhausted. They're like desperate to sit down. Like, I get it. I mean, I have very sore hips as well. I really understand.
I went to my first concert after COVID ended. It was an acoustic show in Vancouver where I live, and I didn't know like that there wasn't going to be seats, and so I was like, let's show up, right before so that we can just take our seats. But then when we got there, I realized my tickets were just like GA, and so I was like, oh my god. And about halfway through the show, it was a really, really fun show, but halfway through the show, I basically turned to my partner and like tears in my eyes, was like, we have to find a wall. I need to leave. It wasn't even a long show, it was like an hour and 15 minutes, but I lasted like 40 minutes. I was doing, this thing. You know what's so sad? I'm trying to stretch out those hip flexors or whatever. Anyway, when I finally found a wall, the club was it had carpeted walls. It was did not care. This was the carpeted wall. I was literally face against it, the whole thing. Just the relief that oozed out of me. That was when I knew.
We're not
now
as a society if we can't stand for an hour and 15 minutes. There's something not right. And to some degree, I blame the pandemic. About a year into the pandemic, I would say to my partner, don't watch me when I get up from the couch and go to the kitchen. Because somehow in the pandemic, I was transformed from a normal person who just got up from a couch and walked to the kitchen to some kind of ogre who was living under a bridge, who had to scamper for her survival into the kitchen. And then by the time I got to the return part of the trip from the kitchen to the couch, I was normal again. I want to do it for you, but I just don't really want to, Don't, put your cameras down. Jamie, put your camera down.
No, for sure.
I'll come do this,
No, I relate.
Straight as an arrow, I was totally normal.
Very
The problem, according to my physical therapist, which is another fun perk of being 40, but is we just don't stretch enough. Because I can walk 40,000 steps. I think that's an achievement. But then I get home and just sit down on the couch. And 2 hours later, my body is seized up. I saw you do it the other day. You got up from the couch and you were. Well, that's different. Sometimes when I'm doom scrolling on TikTok, I sit in a weird position, frozen in time, and that's different. When sometimes I'll sit in a position that's not good for my body, but I won't know I'm doing it because I'm transfixed by other people's animals and gross bedrooms and just other shit that you see on TikTok where you're what? Then I'll try to move my leg and I'll realize how long have I been sitting here? Maybe forever. You know what I mean?
It's frightening.
But I will say this, I think we're just not stretching enough. When I say we, I mean all of us, but also you and I. But yes, we aren't stretching enough.
One of the greatest luxuries, do you guys watch that show, Billions?
Yeah.
Fine. Everyone hates 3 people. Everyone hates everything on that show. That's fine.
8 seasons, but only 3 people here watch it? That's very
Whatever. These people are stretching and walking and going to concerts. Anyways, I'm not. Anyways, the show's called Billions, so use your imagination, but it's about people who have billions of dollars, and one of their great luxuries is that they have a woman who comes in a yoga outfit and stretches their body for them.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
Are you telling them about the TV show Billions or creating a new show?
no, I'm telling them about a bit on the show that I found really interesting. Which is... Was that not clear, or...?
Well, I don't know when you said that it's people who have billions of dollars, I would say, it's a show about stockbrokers.
Yeah.
I just need to get into the weeds. I know, but if you hadn't seen the show, you just now imagine a bunch of billionaires sitting there what's the TV show about? Who cares? It doesn't matter.
You're telling me.
It doesn't matter. The point is less what the show is about and more about what I learned, which is that very rich people have other beautiful people stretch their stupid bodies out. And that to me was wow. Like, I know about a lot of rich people stuff. Like, I know about, like, having your own chef or, you know, getting to go into an MRI every year. I don't do these things. But if you want to, you could just get an MRI every year. Figure out what your body's doing, like, underneath your skeleton or whatever. But, like, it never occurred to me. Like, I understand a trainer. Like, I've worked with a trainer before. It's not how an MRI works, sorry. Like, I understand the pursuit of, like, making your body different, like, you know, like, working out or, like, you know, like, whatever. Like, I understand that. I know this probably seems, like, so profoundly stupid, but it's just, the world's ending. Sometimes you just have to be lighthearted, you know? So when I saw on the TV show that just, like, a lady shows up at your house and she's like, all right, let's stretch out those hamstrings, I was like, oh, God, I want that. Like, because I can tell you, I've been with my partner for 13 years, and one of the things that she nags me about is that I don't stretch. And I have, like, all kinds of problems with my body now, like, just, I mean, like, debilitating stuff that we don't need to get into. But I just am constantly limping, walking around wounded, sitting on heating sources and taking hot showers, and she's just like, try stretching, and I'm like, I can't afford it, because I can't hire... I can't hire a beautiful woman to come over and do it for me. Although, as I say that out loud, I don't think it would be so hard for me to achieve it, but I'm not going to. Literally, the cost of one of those fancy dinners you go to is the cost of bringing. That's what I'm saying. Is I could prioritize things a little differently, and I could have someone come over and stretch my body. But God, it just feels. Did you just say you do it for free? That's what I was waiting for. For free. You know what kind of person I am? I want to pay for it.
Yeah. No, I get you.
That's and scene. This is a song off of an album called Con. I thought this part of the show, because we blah 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 for so long, needed to be like a high energy acoustic song. And this is the one that I know. So. Like at home, I just play the sad ones, but then there's this one that won't leave my brain, so it's what you get. I took the train back to where I came from. Took it almost